Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel Dayton Squad. My name is Eddie. So in today's video is about the government to ease requirements gradually for inbound travelers vaccinated abroad. Details coming right up. So there has been a lot of question when the Philippine government has implemented or announced that fully vaccinated inbound travelers to the Philippines are exempted for longer quarantine period. The only catch to that is if those fully vaccinated travelers were vaccinated here in the Philippines. That excludes those inbound travelers to the Philippines who are vaccinated abroad. A lot of concerns and a lot of questions were raised. Why only those fully vaccinated, inoculated in the Philippines are exempted for longer quarantine, but those who are vaccinated abroad will still have to go through the long quarantine period implemented by the Philippine government. So here's a statement from Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire. Let's all read this statement on what she has to say about this, and if the Philippine government really has plans to ease the requirements for inbound travelers to the Philippines who got vaccinated abroad. What's their approach on this and how will it work? So here we go. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire says the main challenge right now is verifying vaccination cards issued by other country. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire said that more relaxed quarantine requirements for fully vaccinated people will eventually cover returning Filipinos and inbound foreign tourists who have been vaccinated abroad. In response to a question on why only Filipinos fully vaccinated in the Philippines were covered by the new rule, Vergeire said, "We also need to inform the public that we are doing this in phased implementation. This means that we will do this gradually because we will see a rise in the COVID-19 cases in the country." Vergeire said the major challenge right now is the verification of vaccination cards issued by other countries. The government is still figuring out a way to incorporate this in the system, which may be in the form of bilateral agreements with other countries or implementing the system used by the Bureau of Quarantine. We need to fix the system because we need to have a form of verification for people vaccinated in other countries. So this is the reason why they can't just do the implementation of fully vaccinated travelers to the Philippines who were vaccinated abroad, because they have to fix their system, like they said, or do a bilateral agreement with other countries. I guess they are just making sure that those travelers to the Philippines who are going to be presenting their vaccination card are true and correct and legal and not fake. So I don't know how's that gonna work, because for example, if you are a traveler from the US, it's hard to fake a document in the US without being caught so quickly. So if that is what they are trying to avoid, faking the vaccination card, then they really have to act faster, because most travelers now are fully vaccinated. And just now, they are still trying to figure out how this system will work on verifying the vaccination card of a particular traveler to the Philippines who got their vaccination abroad. So that's kind of complicated. So I am not sure why they are trying to do this, and I am not sure why the fake vaccination card comes to mind right away. But to me, faking a vaccination card is not that easy, especially if you're coming from the US. In the US, you will get caught quickly if you do this. Vergeire said that different agencies, including the Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, have made proposals to address the problem. Here we go, proposal again. First, the green lane, then the first the COVID-19 passport, then the green lane. Now here we go, the proposal for fully vaccinated travelers to the Philippines who got vaccinated abroad. They are doing proposals again. They are so good with proposals, but none of it gets approved, none of it gets implemented. So I really hope that when they start doing proposal, they will also start doing their study, their research, their analysis, and it gets approved and it gets implemented. Because just like, for example, the green lane, that has been going on for what? 2 to 3 weeks already, but there's really no update to that yet on what's going on with green lane. So they are so good in proposing ideas or plans that they will do on a particular category of travelers to the Philippines, but none of them gets approved and none of them gets implemented. So they're giving false hope to those who really wants to visit to the Philippines already. It's about due time for others to visit the Philippines, but they're kind of slow on their proposals, their implementation, their approval, and stuff like that. So here's another proposal again, and we wait again on what's the update on this. And people are starting not to believe anymore on those agencies that loves to propose but never gets approved and never gets implemented. And sometimes most of them will just wait on what really comes out that's true and gets implemented, and that's what they follow. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said that a group of government agencies, including the Department of Health, DFA, and the National Economic Development Authority, will provide recommendations to further relax testing and quarantine protocols for certain classes of travelers. During the Laging Handa briefing, Vergeire said that there will be a gradual implementation of eased requirements for inbound travelers since the Philippines' vaccination is still low. So we will implement this gradually. The other sectors that are not yet covered may soon be included in the coming weeks or the coming months. As for foreign tourists, Vergeire clarified that there will be added considerations such as the quarantine status in the Philippines and the country's vaccination coverage. So we await again for this proposal because there are certain agencies that are involved again on this proposal, and they will do recommendation. And Lord knows what will be the recommendation again with this proposal. So I'm really hoping that they would come to their senses that this is really important, because what they are doing or what they decide and what they implement to everybody or to the whole Philippines, especially to those travelers who wants to visit again, is so affected when they implement something that are so bizarre and doesn't make sense at all. So I'm really hoping that this proposal would push through and will progress, gets approved, and really gets implemented. Hopefully this is not one of those proposals that it just stopped to proposal and doesn't get approved and doesn't get implemented. So we see and we await what's going to happen on this proposal again by the Department of Health to ease the requirements for inbound travelers to the Philippines who were vaccinated abroad. And I will definitely keep you guys posted to any updates, any changes, and any additions to this proposal for fully vaccinated travelers abroad. So this is our travel update for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family whom you know that can use this video as reference. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We do travel updates, and if you are not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified on updates like this. And to our subscribers and new subscribers, thank you so much for the continued support and trust to our channel, Dayton Squad. I hope to see you guys on our next travel update. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. Bye.